What you doing, son?
Nothing. Just chilling. Killing.
What was Ghostface based off of? He was based off of the actual serial killer, the Gainesville Ripper.
Inspiration. Not
Inspiration.
actually like based off, but inspiration.
Yeah, inspiration. So the director, Kevin Williamson, he basically had actual fear that the window was open, and he was scared of a knife wielding intruder.
He was watching. So he was a young man.
And that's how Scream was started.
He was either house sitting or babysitting or something, and he had just gotten in watching. He was watching a serial killer documentary about the Gainesville Ripper, and he scared himself. But in that fright, it helped him to influenced him to scream.
Made Scream.
So we sat there and we watched it, and I'm like, I'm not getting any kind of inspiration for Scream. Like, I'm not seeing it. But apparently just the fright of Kevin Williamson when he was younger and watching it and stuff, that's what influenced him to write something that was a movie that was, it wasn't just straight out like people, like some serial killer murdering. It was psychological fear. Like, the fucking killers everywhere. How could they be everywhere? Like they find you everywhere. It doesn't matter what you do. They find you.
Another thing that was also inspiration.
The Mask.
The Mask. The Mask was based off of a painting by it was a Norwegian artist named Edvard Munch. The agonized face in the painting has become one of the most iconic images in art, seen as representing a profound experience of existential dread related to the human condition. Munch recalled that he had been out for a walk at sunset when suddenly the setting sun's light turned the clouds a blood red. He sensed an infinite scream passing through nature. Scholars have looked at the spot along the fjord path overlooking Oslo and have suggested various explanations for the unnaturally orange sky, ranging from the effects volcanic eruption to psychological reaction by Munch to his sister commitment at a nearby lunatic asylum. It all gets connected. It's all connected.
It's connected when we start with Scream 1.
The Scream 1 actually showed kind of a lot of similarities to like the real life killings. A lot of similarities, but not entirely.
The only similarities I see is that people were murdered. Like, there was no, he was murdering young women. He was doing god awful things to their body. In the Scream movies, there was no rhyme or reason to who got killed. Men, women. It was almost like when you think about serial killers and who, it was almost like the Night Stalker, because he would fucking kill anybody. He didn't give a shit. Like, horrendous human. He didn't, and normal serial killers stick to like a certain type of person. In Scream, anybody. And that's how fucking the Night Stalker. He killed men, women, young, old. He killed them all. Like, he just liked murder. And so when Scream, to think that it was like 2 high school students that started this shit. You know, it's fucking out there. And why? Like, that it was just like murdering people, you fucking got off on it. Like, and how people lie so fucking well. Can pretend they're something when they're not. Like, that's amazing. But there's a lot of mental disorders out there, so.
What I didn't get is from Scream 1 to Scream 7, all of the characters, like, Scream 1 through Scream 3 was good.
Oh, to me, those are the core Screams.
They were
1,
good.
2, and 3. Like, those are the core Screams.
Then Scream 4 happened, and that was like,
That's the one we could forget about. Honestly.
It was okay. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good like the others.
I think it was just, that was like a jumping place for Emma Roberts when she started doing like American Horror Story and all that. That was her jumping off spot. But Scream 4, I honestly could forget about that, and I'm fine. Now 5, 6, and 7, okay, a little bit better, but 4, nah, not really. For the character to be Sydney's cousin, her mother's sister's daughter, like that, it almost seemed a little desperate, like they were grabbing for fucking content. So, and it was like people go, oh, let's do this movie because I'm an up and coming actor and I want to get in the business. Like, it was really kind of, it was lackluster. Now, 5, 6, and 7, we'll get to them, but like 4.
Something I also realized is the formula of the Scream movies. It usually starts with the introduction of the victim or victims being killed by Ghostface. And then it like goes to Sydney or like the new characters or something like that. Gets helps from Sydney. Or at the start just Sydney. But besides all that, they usually try to find like the killer and stuff. And then it usually leads to killer pointing out clues for them. But, kind of like some like interactions, like weird interactions throughout the movie where it's actually the killer doing those interactions. Like Billy Loomis in the first movie. He had some weird interactions there in the first one. And same with Stu having his like joking about, dead people and all that shit. He had his interactions there. Shit like that, for instance, is like kind of they show those interactions and then it goes to the fucking climax where Sidney Prescott kicks their fucking ass.
Yeah, but here's
and they unmask themselves.
Sydney is always, excuse me, the core
Yeah.
of everything.
She's the final girl.
And in the first Scream, when it starts off, you have no idea. She's the reason behind everything. And you don't actually fucking know about it until you get to Stu's party when shit starts going down.
Yeah.
That all these people are being murdered. Why? Because they are associated with Sydney. She's the reason why Billy and Stu. Well, and not so much Stu, because Stu was just, I think he was just a fucking psycho. Yeah. Matthew Lillard, love you in real life. But as Stu, fucking bonkers. Now, Billy Loomis, he had a reason. He was negative. He was bitter about his mother leaving. And why did his mother leave? Because Sydney's mother screwed his dad. Now, is Dad still walking around living? Does Dad walk with a limp? We ain't never heard shit about Dad. And even the chick from the 5th and 6th movie, who's Billy's illegitimate daughter. Where's Papa at? Where's Grandpa at? Nothing.
Oh, like
Hello? Nothing. No, we don't see Dad. We see Dad in the first movie because when Billy's at the jail, when they think that he did it and he's at the jail and they're questioning, you see his dad there. But we don't see Billy's dad again until the 3rd movie when was it the 3rd movie? No, take it back. It's the 2nd movie when at the college because Sydney's half-brother is showing videos of when Billy's dad would meet Sydney's mom at the motel, remember?
Yeah. Now, that actually relates to the next topic. The killers in the Scream movies. Now, we were already talking about Billy and Stu. We were talking about the mother of Billy. And now what about Mickey? He was wanting to finish it.
You're talking about
might have been Roman. Was it Roman who wanted to finish it, or was it Mickey?
In the 2nd movie, The College, Mickey was the crazy film student.
No, that was That was 3. That was Roman.
No.
Roman was the
making
director.
the movie.
Oh,
That's
right.
when they were making the Stab movie. The second one was when they went to college. And Mickey was a college student I think he was described as the creepy Tarantino.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mickey gave a reason why.
You wanted to finish it?
No, what was it?
I think that was one of
This
the
is
reasons.
something. Hold on. Mickey, he secretly partners with Nancy Loomis, who was Billy's mother, to commit murders, intended to get caught and blame horror movies in court for fame. He is known for his obsession with film, his manipulative nature, and his sadistic ideology. So he was basically going to think he could use a mental disorder, whatever, to say films, because I watched horror movies all my life.
Yeah.
That's why I kill these people.
Yeah.
I've watched horror movies since I was a teenager.
Yeah, same.
I had fucking Pinhead, Night of the Living Dead 3 with the chick with the fucking glass in her arms and she was badass goth looking. I had all that shit on my walls when I was like 13, 14, up to 18 years old. I can't kill a spider. I have to throw it outside. I'm not someone who kills. I don't kill, even though I watched horror movies. I like horror movies. So that kind of bullshit is someone with a weak fucking
It's
mind
because
that goes that. Okay,
whatever. It's kind of like fiction in a way, but it's also kind of like there's actual people in this world who's done that. Like, for example, some dude, that I'm not going to talk a whole lot about, who really likes Clementine from The Walking Dead. Really likes Clementine from The Walking Dead and killed somebody because of Clementine. Because someone talked shit about Clementine.
in real life?
Yes, in real life. This actually happened. Someone killed someone over because they said something bad about Clementine from The Walking Dead game. Now, there are people that like that. There are people like that. So it's not like it's kind of fiction, but it's not. It's kind of like it's actually like people that have that mental problem.
That's people that live in their mind, 100%. Like they don't associate with real life. And I totally get wanting to go in your room, close the door, read a book, listen to music, and just forget about the world outside. Like, I get that, because I do it the fuck all the time. But when you start seeing fantasy, when there's no fantasy there, that's when you need to go to your doctor. You need to go check in, cause a body can get sick, and so can a mind. So that's when you need to go and be seen by a mental health physician. When you're thinking that death to murder someone makes sense, that's when shit's fucked up.
Now let's talk about Roman. You were already talking about a little bit of stuff about Roman, him being a film director.
Now he was in Scream 3.
Yeah, Scream 3.
And the twist about him is we found out he was Sydney's half-brother. That her mother, before she got married to her father, she went to California, to Hollywood, and tried to make it as an actress. And it didn't work out. Like, surprise. Like, there aren't some shady shit fuckers in Hollywood. So she got pregnant with Roman and gave him up for adoption. And then I guess after the fact he found out about it or whatever. So that's when we see it was 3. We see the video of Sydney's mom and Billy's dad, because he was showing it.
Yeah.
Remember, because he was saying he was taking home movies of mom.
Yeah.
So that's when we seen that. So, wonder who fucking raised him. Because what the fuck? Yeah, he raised Roman.
And then the 4th one, I'm pretty sure, was Amber and Charlie.
Sid's niece.
Amber.
Sid's niece was in 4, Emma Roberts' character.
Yeah.
That was Sid's niece. Yeah. She was the killer with Charlie, who was the little nerdy guy that I hope that Kirby would get with.
Yeah.
But then 5, like, introduces us to a bunch of different people.
Yeah, a whole lot of different people. That's when it's kind of like, I think Scream 4 started it. Where it's like it gets to that point where it's like they're adding new characters and they start talking about it through the movie. Where it's like, oh, we gotta have new characters. Gotta have new characters.
But they were in
Stab
Willsboro.
8.
They were in Willsboro though.
Yeah.
Because that one party they had was at Stu's old house. And I like it how it brought in Randy's sister.
Yeah.
Those two, the twins, are Randy's sister's kids. Those are Randy's nephews and nieces.
Now this has no.
And I hate that Randy died. Like, I really like Randy.
Let's talk about Randy.
Jamie Kennedy's real character. Now, he has a podcast.
Let's not talk about the podcast.
No, wait, just let me a second. I gotta say this. I watch some like stuff on YouTube when I'm working and whatever. And he did a podcast with Corey Feldman. And so Jamie Kennedy came off totally fucking high as shit. Like balls high. Like whatever he's smoking, fucking hook me up. But I feel like he had to be like fucking high as shit to deal with Corey Feldman. And that's just a whole nother
whole nother ball game.
Whole nother can of worms.
Whole nother ball game.
Like Corey Feldman was like a fucking child actor star that I loved when I was a teenager, and now it's like.
But anyway, let's talk about Randy.
Sorry,
let's talk about Randy. Let's talk about Randy.
Jamie Kennedy, we love you.
Oh, I got you. Let's talk about Randy. Now, Randy, throughout the film, actually, he's like this big horror fan and shit. You know, he knows what's up about horror movies. He knows
he has
shit.
The ingredients.
He knows his ingredients for it. Knows his ingredients. That's why I fucking love Randy. That's why I fucking love that guy. And it sucks that he died. It really sucks.
He worked in a fucking video store. Fuck that shit. Really?
And motherfucker, he knew basically everything. He even had like a whole fucking like before he died kind of tape.
He set this shit up. He was like, I'm gonna die.
He had this shit up.
They're gonna kill me because I love Sydney. And they're gonna kill me.
He fucking said it from the bone, accurate from book to book to fucking book.
And that's in that's in Scream 3. Like, they were watching the video and he was like, anybody can die now, Sid, including you.
Yeah. Fucking Randy's
the
fucking horror wisdom.
Lived to 7? Fucking Sydney
Prescott, yeah. And you know who got stabbed like 9 times? Dewey.
I don't even want to. We're not.
Dewey got stabbed 9 times.
We're not at that movie yet. We're not at that movie, and I can't deal with it.
He got stabbed 9 times. Fuck.
So Dewey's the sheriff.
Yeah.
Dewey's him and Gail are still together. But I think at that, like, their chemistry was kind of fucked a little bit. But I think at that time in real life, I think that's actually when Patricia, or not fucking. I think during that time, I think it's when Courtney Cox and David Arquette was actually like in the outs in their real life, like maybe.
Oh, wait a minute! I
like
mixed up. I mixed up the killer. It wasn't Amber in Scream 4. It was Jill Roberts.
Yeah,
that was her name, Jill Roberts.
Yeah,
not Amber Freeman.
Yeah, that's Sydney's cousin.
So the killers in Scream 5 were Richie and Amber. Richie, played by Jack Quaid.
That's in the 5th one, yeah.
Yeah.
Jack Quaid. That's
Yeah, that was Dennis Quaid.
Yeah,
Dennis Quaid.
That's
so the thing about those killers is that I actually really enjoyed that one, because you don't really know who they are until the ending. Like, there's no, like, those interactions. They have interactions still in that movie, but they're more hidden than the like other Scream movies. Like, it made it. I really liked Scream 5 because it made it harder to know who the killer was until the actual final
I
climax.
kind of, I had a feeling that it was her boyfriend.
But that was part of the formula too,
But
because it's
then
mostly it's
for-
like the boyfriend being the killer and
But
shit.
then for the girl who was friends with the main chick's little sister, Samantha's, what's her name? Samantha?
Amber, Sam, same
Yeah.
character.
So Sam, Jack Quaid's character was her boyfriend.
Yeah.
So, and then for the chick that played Wednesday, what's her name?
Jenna.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, so it was her one friend that was the second killer. Now, I didn't get that at all. Like, I felt like the story for 4, like, they had core pieces were good. Like, because I like how they introduced Sam and her sister and all that, because then they were in 6. I like that. Because who she ended up being. Who her father actually was.
Yeah.
So I like that. But the little chick that was the second murderer, her friend, the one little sister's friend, like, just wasn't feeling it. Like, just wasn't feeling it. I love that the twins, the boy and the girl, that were Randy's nephew and niece, I love that they're still going. I love that they're and I love that they were in 4, 5, or no, 5. No, were they in 4? 4. Yeah, they were 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, they were. Yeah. So I'm glad that they're still in all that.
Now that one woman, Amber Freeman, who's the second killer, I did not. She's that one person that I did know. I kind of did know that she was the killer because she was having a little kind of an interaction where it was that one other woman. I don't remember who it was, but basically they were talking about like, oh, so like what if I am alone down here in the basement, so like what if
Oh yeah, that was one of Randy's. That was Randy's niece.
So like what if you're the killer, because I'm down here and shit like that. And then she was talking about the same thing with her, and then Amber Freeman ended up being the actual killer.
Cause she had like fucking crazy eyes, that Amber chick. Like, she didn't look right. Like, I'm sitting there thinking, how was she not thought to be the killer? Because she's a fucking nut job, if you ask me.
Now the fifth movie, no, the sixth movie, the sixth movie, had
this is when they're in New York.
Had our first trio killers. One of them was the detective. The detective was actually pretty fucking cool.
You wouldn't have thought. His kids were the other ones. You wouldn't have thought, because they were all related to what's her face, Sam's boyfriend in number 5.
Yeah.
So, well, on 6, the father, who was the detective, actually indulged his son, who was the oldest son, who was Jack Quaid's character in 5. Indulged him in his scream or stab obsession. Now, his character, when he was dating Sam, never let on like he was a feeling dude or he loved stab or nothing. Act like he'd never seen her before, which he played it off for a good little while. So anyway, that's where in 6, where the detective and the chick who was the daughter was actually roommates with Sam, and no one ever had any idea.
Yeah.
Like, because because in the movie everybody thought she was murdered, but apparently the father had another body waiting, so it would look like his daughter.
And then apparently Gail Weathers got stabbed.
Yeah, and I thought she died, and I was fucking madder than hell. But then when, at the end of it, it said when they were carrying her away, because I thought she was dead, they were carrying her away, and they said a fake pulse. And I was like, fuck. So I just assumed, I'm like, Dewey. We didn't talk about Dewey died in 5.
Yeah.
So Gail, I was like, well, fuck my shit. They're going to kill Gail in 6. I was like, damn it. But then when she walked away and they said you had a fake pulse, I was like, store that for later.
Then we go to Scream 7 with another 3 trio killer. And Gail Weathers is alive in this one, but she doesn't do...
There's not 3 killers.
Yeah, there is.
7?
There is.
Awesome.
There's that one dude who got killed. He was
I'm not sure he was.
He was one of the killers. Carl Gibbs.
I think he.
And then that one guy, Marco, was talking about him being his accomplice. And Marco was one of those, psychiatrists, kind of.
The Embry, the dude that was on National Lampoon's Vacation. Yeah, he was in the psych ward. He was supposedly an attendant or whatever. And then the other one is the blonde fucking
is the mother
chick.
Is the mother.
And her son died. She's like, he was fucking killing. He was too much like his father.
Yeah.
Okay. But he died kind of fucking shitty, so.
Yeah. Now, there is going to be a few biases when we do rate these movies before we get off here. Scream 7 has Matthew Lillard again, so it's a little biased there.
And I was a little disappointed that it wasn't really him. It was fucking AI!
Yeah.
Fucking hate AI.
It wasn't actually AI. There was some AI to it. Matthew Lillard was the actual actor was there, but they just added some like AI tweaks to it.
For the movie's sake. It wasn't really him, it was AI.
Yeah.
They fucking distorted AI.
Now, let's get to the rating. Scream 1 would be my first. To best to like worst, I think
so.
Scream 1.
One is top.
Yeah.
7 is worst. Because there's 7 movies. You have to rate them 1 through 7.
So I think number 1 would be Scream 1. And then 2 would probably be Scream 2. Which is kind of poetic. Then the third one will be Scream 3. Then this one is kind of like.
So you're going at 4. What's rated at 4?
It's kind of just like depending on like 4, maybe 5. I mean 5. I did enjoy 5. A little bit. But 4 also has Dewey, and 5 also has Dewey's death. So it's kind of like a little like, I don't know, like where to put 4. Either 4 or 5 would be put in the 4th place. And then number 5 would probably be Scream 4 or Scream 5, honestly. Or Scream 6. Actually, Scream 6.
Well, you can't talk shit. You didn't watch all of it.
I didn't watch all of it, yeah. Scream 6 would probably be in the 5th place, maybe. And then 6 would probably be 4, 5, maybe 7. And then the 7th one probably be the 7th or the 4th. Probably the 7th.
1, 2, 3. First, second, and third.
Yeah.
Be my top 3. Number 4 would be Scream 7. Just because
Matthew Lillard.
Well, not all just Matthew Lillard, but it kind of brings things to home. Sydney, her relationship with her daughter, her husband, like Sydney's just a badass. So
yeah,
I'm going to say number 4 is Scream 7. Now 5. I'm going to say Scream 6.
okay.
Because I liked the progression of the sisters, of Samantha and Jenny Ortega. And they're 4, they're friends.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say that is, yeah, say that. Now, 6 would be, wait a minute, did I say 4? Is that 4? Yeah, that's 4. So number 5 would have to be, no, that would be 6. So 6 would be number 5,
Okay.
and then my 7th would be number 4. Because I just didn't,
Okay.
number 7, the dynamics of that didn't do it for me. It just was kind of, yeah. Yeah, I don't so much like that. Like seeing the Emma Roberts character, like there wasn't any. I did like it though at the end when she thought she was okay. So she thought she had killed Sydney, and that she was going to now be the it girl, and find out, fuck you, bitch, it ain't right. No, you ain't. I like that. So, but that's kind of a bonus. But I'm going to say that's my number 7.
Okay.
You know.
Well, if you guys in the comments want to talk about if you want to rate movies, go ahead. I'll keep the comments open as
And if
usual.
there's any other like movie series you'd like us to watch and talk shit about,
that works as well. That is the end of this podcast. If you want to see more of the podcast, you can like and subscribe.
if there's
Watch this
any
video
topics
live.
you guys want us to talk about, like
We'll do some of those.
this chick's into music, so let's talk about some music. I don't care. Let's do it. So
So I'll see you next week. See ya.